I felt the room tilt long before he opened his mouth. The CEO's son stood in the doorway of my office, hands shoved into his pockets like a boy rehearsing courage that didn't belong to him. He didn't greet me, didn't blink, just stared. Too steady, too eager. I knew that look. I'd seen it on auditors who arrived with pre-written conclusions, and on men who already decided who they needed to sacrifice. "Clean out your desk," he said, voice flat, practiced. Wrong. My pulse didn't rise. 9 years in Treasury had trained me to hear danger the same way I heard a ticking wire cutoff. Quiet, precise, predictable. I set my hardware token on the table, the same token his father had trusted me with, the one that approved every transfer above 5 million. A tiny object with the power to freeze an empire. "You have 20 minutes before every transfer times out," I said, rising slowly. He swallowed, a small tremor, not fear, anticipation. His buddy wanted my chair, and he was here to deliver the betrayal. But that wasn't what shook me. What shook me was the smell on his clothes, a faint lavender oil, the same scent my partner only wore on nights she claimed she was working late. The fire didn't hit all at once. It spread in thin, cold lines beneath my ribs. I walked past him without a word, but inside something had already cracked open. I didn't confront her that night. I didn't need to. The truth has a scent long before it has evidence. I watched. I waited. Phone records. Shared locations quietly re-enabled. A hair tie in her car. Too straight, too glossy to be hers. Her laugh shifting pitch when she said his name. I stayed still on the outside. People trust stillness. They never notice what moves behind it. Within a week, the pattern completed itself. Within 2, I had the truth. A hotel receipt, times, dates, room numbers, hidden but not well enough for someone trained to track 8-figure flows without leaving a ripple. I printed nothing. I didn't scream. I didn't break. I simply placed my findings in a sealed envelope and set it on the kitchen table while she washed her hands. "What's that?" she asked. Her voice tried to sound casual. It failed. "Open it," I said. She did. The color drained from her face in slow motion, like ink leaking from a ruined signature. She reached for me, choking on apologies, on fear, on whatever story she hoped might save her. I stepped back, hands in my pockets, exactly like her new lover. "Why didn't you say anything?" she whispered. "Because I wanted you to see it the way I did," I murmured, quietly. I walked out before she could speak again. No shouting, no second chances, just the sound of her breath collapsing behind me. People think revenge is loud. It isn't. It's silent, measured, precise, like a transfer timing out in the dark. And as the door closed, something inside me finally stopped burning. Not healed, just done.